Hi everybody, welcome back to Yoga with Carlin. I'm Carlin and our focus for today's class is an upper body stretch. So we will be adding in some strength postures and some lower body stretches as well, but our main focus for this short class is releasing tension in the upper body, especially the neck, the back, the shoulders. A lot of us tend to hold a lot of our tension here, our stress from work, from our daily lives. So the goal of this class is to just take some time on our mats to let go of some of that tension. Class today is our breath. Whenever you're feeling like you're stuck in a posture or you feel really, really tight, remember to just take nice, deep, big, even breaths. And that's gonna calm down our nervous systems and signal to our bodies that this stretch is safe and this is healthy and this is what we wanna do for ourselves. The other tool that you might want to have for class is a strap. If you don't have a strap, you can always use a towel or a belt, a t-shirt, anything that you have lying around. Mine is not technically a yoga strap, it's the carrier strap for the mat. So if you have one of those, you can grab that. Pretty much anything this length that you can just grab hold of. We'll be using this in the beginning of class and at the end of class. We are going to start in a seated position whenever you're ready, so I will see you on your mat. Check that in your seated position, your belly button is pulling in. You've got a nice tall spine. Shoulders are rolling down the back and away from the ears. And just make sure that your shoulders are stacked over your hips and your ears are stacked over your shoulders. Maybe you take a slight tuck of the chin here. We're just going to use this opportunity to ground down before we begin our practice, just taking 5 deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth, with the goal of our inhales and our exhales being even in length. So maybe in for 3 and out for 3. Begin whenever you're ready. Two more breaths. When you're ready, blink the eyes open. We'll get right into the shoulders and the neck. Interlace the hands behind the back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Open through the heart. And just take 2 breaths here, really puffing out through the chest. Feeling that opening in the shoulders. Make sure you continue to hug that lower belly in to protect the low back. And at the bottom of your exhale, keep the hands interlaced. Bring them to your right lower back or all the way to the right side body. Really keep pressing that left shoulder down. And this might be enough of a stretch for the left side of the neck. If you want to, you can take the right ear to the right shoulder. And find that stretch in the left side of the neck, maybe tucking the chin slightly. I tend to hold a lot of tension, all my stress in my neck. So I really need to take deep, deep breaths in these intense postures where we stretch the neck. Let's take one more breath here. And when you're ready, uninterlace the hands, just because we're going to switch the grip. So this time when you interlace the hands, make sure the opposite thumb is on top. It's going to feel a little bit funky, a little bit awkward, but just go with it. Again, interlace the hands, squeeze the shoulder blades together, pull that belly button in to protect the low back, but puff out the chest and take 2 breaths here. And now at the bottom of the exhale, take those hands, keep them interlaced, bring them to the left lower back or all the way over to the left side body. Pull that right shoulder down. You can stay here, or if your body is asking for more, and only if it's asking, go ahead and take that left ear to the left shoulder. Find that stretch in the right side of the neck. So this looks really simple, but it can be really intense. So follow your breath, listen to your body. If you're not supposed to be somewhere, your body will let you know. Take your final breath here. And then when you're ready, uninterlace the hands and grab onto your strap. We'll find 2 stretches with the strap. So you want to take your hands so they're a little bit wider than shoulder distance apart. And we're going to go ahead and take the strap above the head. Even as we reach the arms up, try and relax the shoulders down. Again, pull that belly button in, take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, just take a side body stretch to the right. So that right arm doesn't have to come all the way down, keeping the chest nice and open. And then on your next inhale, come back through center. And on your exhale, take left. Try and keep the arms straight and strong with just a little bend in the elbows. We're not only stretching the shoulders and the chest here, but also the side body. Let's go one more time each side. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, take it to the right side. Inhale, lift up. Exhale one more time to the left side. On your next inhale, come back through center. And then we'll just go forward to back, bringing the strap forward all the way down to the knees. And then taking that strap all the way back behind you, as far as you can go. Maybe you bend the elbows and take it all the way around. And then come back up. We won't be able to get the arms straight this time, but that's okay. If you want to keep the arms straight, you'll just decrease your range of motion, only bringing that strap a little bit behind the head. I'm going to go ahead and bend the elbows, squeeze the shoulder blades together, bring it back, and then bend the elbows, bring it back up and around as I straighten the arms. Let's do that one more time, full rotation. And then one more time, back up. Bring it down. And then let go of the strap. And let's come into a puppy pose, getting more into the shoulders and the upper back. Stacking your knees underneath your hips. And then walking the hands forward. Walk the hands forward as far as you can. And then when you start to feel that you've come to your edge, just go ahead and let the chest, the forehead, the chin sink down to the ground. Imagine that your triceps could touch the ground. Maybe they can. That's going to help you to really feel the benefits of this stretch. We'll take 3 breaths here. As you're ready, start to walk the hands not quite underneath the shoulders, a little bit wider than shoulder distance apart. Wrists are a little bit forward of the shoulders, and then tuck the toes, lift the hips up to the sky. Find your downward facing dog. Since we're focusing on the upper body here, just do whatever feels comfortable. The heels don't have to touch the ground. Maybe your dog is a little bit longer than it typically would be. And then from here, we're just going to move with the breath, bending the knees, sinking the chest back towards the thighs, and then straightening the legs. Feel the shoulders open up. Let's do that 2 more times. Bend the knees, chest to thighs, crown of the ground. That feels so good. And then straighten the legs back into your downward facing dog. 1 more time. Bend the knees, chest to thighs, crown of the head to the ground. And then straighten the legs. Come back to your downward facing dog. And from your downward facing dog, take your gaze forward. And let's come forward into a high plank. I told you there would be a little bit of strengthening in this class. So here we are, strengthening and lengthening the muscles. Press the ground away from you. Wrists underneath shoulders, belly button pulls in. Let's hold here, build some heat for 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1, come down to the forearms. And then from the forearms, let's just take back and forth. And again, we'll stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, shoulders over your elbows, and then go ahead, drop the belly down to the ground, untuck the toes, and puff the chest through the biceps. Any tension in the low back, the feet can always come wider. Focus on opening the chest here, gently opening the low back. We'll take 1 more breath in our Sphinx pose. And then while we're down here, we'll come all the way down to the belly and take 2 more stretches on our bellies. For the first one, you'll take your right arm to a goalpost shape. So that's a 90-degree angle. Take the right ear down to the mat, prop up onto the left fingertips, and then very gently just start to roll onto your right side. Maybe that left foot lifts up and steps behind the right leg. One more breath here. You might feel an intense opening in the top of the shoulder. Breathe through it. And when you're ready, come back through center. And we'll take that to the other side, bringing the left arm to that goalpost shape, a 90-degree angle, coming onto the left ear, propping yourself up onto your right fingertips, and gently rolling onto your left side. Maybe that right leg lifts and just gently steps behind the left leg. This side feels a lot more intense for me, so I'm really tapping into my breath. Maybe even taking that right foot and then just placing it right on top of the left foot, not coming fully into that twisting motion. Last breath here. When you're ready, gently come back through center. 1 more variation on our bellies. This time you'll bring the right arm all the way out long. Make sure your shoulder is in line with your middle finger. Again, we're coming onto the right ear, propping ourselves up onto our left fingertips, and again, just rolling onto that right side. You might find with this variation, you can come a little bit deeper. Maybe you can even have that left foot flat on the ground. Maybe you can reach the left arm long behind you and interlace the hands, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Remind yourself that it's okay if this feels intense. Use your breath to remind your body that this is a safe place to open up. One more breath. When you're ready, gently come back through center. And again, we'll take that on the other side. This time the left goes all the way out. Make sure shoulder and middle finger are in line. Prop yourself up onto your right fingertips. Lie down on your left ear and gently roll onto your left side. Maybe planting that foot all the way on the ground. And again, maybe you take that right arm up to the sky. Maybe you interlace the hands. This side is a little bit more intense for me. So I'm going to stay with my right arm up in the sky, but I'm not going to take that full interlace, that full bind. It's just what works best for my body on this side. Two more breaths. As you're ready, make your way back through center. Come on to the belly. Take the fingertips out wide. Oh, way off my mat here. Take the fingertips up wide, taking the elbows up to the sky. On your inhale, press the tops of the toes into the mat. Lift up for your baby cobra. And then drop that right shoulder, gaze over your left shoulder. Inhale, come back through center. Drop the left shoulder, gaze over the right shoulder. Inhale back through center, one more time each side. Moving with the breath, inhale back through center. Exhale, release. And then when you're ready, we'll come into a child's pose. We'll take a slightly different variation for this child's pose. Bringing the knees out wide and the toes to touch. Take the arms long in front of you. But then once you've had the forehead rested down on the ground, go ahead and take the hands to prayer position and walk the elbows away from you. You just take the thumbs to the base of the skull or the nape of the neck. Really press down into those elbows. You might even give yourself just some nice gentle pats on the shoulder. Feel your triceps stretch here. When you are ready, we will all meet back in downward facing dog. And from your downward facing dog, take a deep breath in, a long breath out. And then when you're ready, roll yourself forward into your high plank. From your high plank, take a breath in and lower all the way down to the belly on your exhale. Inhale, untuck the toes, lift up, baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's go through that half sun salutation one more time. Inhale, roll your. Exhale, lower down to the belly. Inhale, lift up, baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 deep breaths. Last one here. When you're ready, come down to the knees and find your seated position once more. So for this stretch, we will use the strap again. And we are also going to take a little hip stretch here. I know this is an upper body focused class, but we could always use a nice stretch for the hips. So we're setting up for Gomukhasana or cow facing pose. So you're gonna go ahead and start by bending your left knee and then bend your right knee, stack it on top of the left knee. If this doesn't feel good, you can always just cross the legs and sit in an easy seat. You can also take a pillow or a cushion, place them between the knees if you need a little bit more support. So our right knee is crossed over our left knee. Take the strap with most of the strap dangling down in your right hand and raise your right hand above your head. Now cross over your shoulder like you're patting yourself on the back, right hand to left shoulder. And then from here, go ahead and take the left hand out in front of you and rotate the palm so that the thumb faces down and the palm faces backwards. And from here, go ahead and grab onto the strap and see if you can walk that left hand up to meet the right hand. It's okay to touch. Just let that back. Stretching out the shoulders, the neck, the triceps, lots of muscle groups here. Getting some love, getting some lengthening. And of course, our hips. We'll stay here for 3 more breaths. Last breath here. And then as you're ready, first release the left arm and then release the right arm. Let's just take the legs long at the sides, coming into a wide V shape, and just shake out the upper body, gently twisting right to left. And we'll take that on the other side. So this time you'll bend that right knee in first, and then bend the left leg in so the knee stacks on top of the right knee. This time we'll take the strap in the left hand, again with the majority of the strap coming down. Reach your arm up to the sky, and then go ahead and pat yourself on the back, left hand to right shoulder this time. Take that right hand out in front of you, at your side, and then go ahead and turn the palm, rotate the other way so the thumb faces down and the palm faces back. Go ahead and bend the elbow, grab onto the strap, and this time I'm a little bit tighter on this side, so my right hand is not coming anywhere near my left hand, and that's okay because I'm still feeling a really good stretch. Wherever you are, stay and breathe. Three more breaths here. Just letting that head rest back into that bent left arm. One more breath. When you're ready, first release that right arm and then release the left arm. Again, take those legs out to a wide V and then gently just start to stretch it out. Take it left to right, drawing some nice circles. And then to end class, we'll come back to our seated position, just like we did in the beginning of class. Just come to a nice, easy seat. Take an inhale, lift the fingertips up to the sky, and on your exhale, twist gently to the right. One more breath on this side. Use your inhale, come back through center. And on your exhale, gentle twist to the left. Last one. When you're ready, come back through center. Find that nice tall spine, shoulders over hips, ears over shoulders, belly button pulls in, palms rest on the thighs. And just how we started class, let's take 5 deep breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth, trying to find that even breath count. Noticing without judgment if there's any differences in your breath. from the beginning of class to the end of class. Two more here. When you're ready, bring your hands through to heart center, keeping the eyes closed or the gaze soft. Thank you all so much for practicing with me today. I bow with namaste. Namaste, and thank you everyone. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel, hit the bell, turn on notifications so you never miss a free yoga class. You can always also get updates and yoga tips from my Instagram page at Calm with Carlin. I absolutely love this class. Like I said, I hold lots of tension in my upper body, so it's great to release some of that stress. It's also great for after an upper body workout. Let me know what you liked about class in the comments below, and I hope to see you again soon. Thank you.